Sonnet 94 by William Shakespeare, 1564 to 1616. They that have power to hurt and will do none, that do not do the thing they most do show, who moving others are themselves as stone, unmoved, cold, and to temptation slow. They rightly do inherit heaven's graces, and husband nature's riches from expense. They are the lords and owners of their faces, but others stewards of their excellence. The summer's flower is to the summer sweet, though to itself it only live and die. But if that flower with base infection meet, the basest weed outbraves his dignity. For sweetest things turn sourest by their deeds. Lilies that fester smell far worse than weeds. Okay, I think this poem is about beauty and good and evil. And I think Shakespeare's saying that there are beautiful people who live beautiful lives and they're beautiful inside. And it's very easy for these people to fall. It's possible for these people to fall, and when these people fall, then they become the worst of the worst. It's as if there are two classes of people, two classes of superior people. The beautiful, who don't hurt other people with their beauty, who are not susceptible to beauty, and they don't doesn't change them. And then there are others who it turns bad, and although they are beautiful outside, they are bad people inside, and these people are worse than the worst of society. I think this is talking about the idea that it's very good for, or it's very enjoyable for the common people to see the mighty falling, to see the mighty tempted and subject to human temptation like any normal person, and therefore there are effectively two kinds of people: the beautiful who look good, who do good, and the beautiful who do bad. So and I think it's talking about the possibility of changing from one into the other. And the poem starts with the people who, or the types of people who God approves of. They that have power to hurt and will do none. So somebody who has the power to hurt people but doesn't hurt people, this is a good person. They do not do the thing they most do show. So they don't do the things that is most probable they're going to do. They don't take the easy way out. They don't do the easy thing. They do the honourable, difficult thing. And these are people that God likes, who moving others are themselves as stone. So who are beautiful people who stimulate desire in other people, but themselves they are immune to this desire. So they move others, but themselves they are like stone. So they affect other people who are easily or mortal people, the rest of us, who are easily moved by beauty, easily tempted by it, but they are very difficult to tempt. And these people are unmoved, cold, and to temptation slow. So they are cold, they're stoic, but they don't give in to temptation, and they rightly do inherit heaven's graces. So these are the kinds of people that God loves. Yeah, these get God's love and generosity and approval. And husband nature's riches from expense. So they are the owners of themselves. They're in total. They are in control, and these people have the graces of heaven, and they don't have to. They don't share these with anyone else. This impassivity. They are the owners of everything. Everyone else could. Everyone else can marvel at this person's excellence. They are the lords and owners of their faces. But the rest of us, we just have to look after what they do. We are just stewards of their excellence. We just look at it. We're servants of their excellence. So this is talking about the good people who do what their beautiful face shows. They beautiful inside and outside. And we mortal people, we normal people, are their toys to play with. We are the servants of their excellence. We work for them. We live in the world of excellence that they create. So up to now he's been talking about the good and the wise and the beautiful. The summer's flower is to the summer sweet, though to itself it only live and die. So a flower is in summer is sweet, and the only thing that the flower notices, it doesn't notice its own value, it just lives and dies. But if that flower with base infection meet, the basest weed outbraves his dignity. So this beautiful summer flower is lovely, but if it is struck by an infection, then a common weed is better and more beautiful and more dignified than that flower. And I think this is gives the idea that if the beautiful flower it meets with infection, then it becomes a horrible thing, that just basic weeds are much better than them. So people who are supposed to be the good and the beautiful and do good things, if they meet with infection, if they fall from grace, if they stop being the wonderful people they're supposed to be, then the basest weed, then the basest members of society are better than them. For sweetest things turn sourest by their deeds. So the things that are good, if they turn bad, then they are the worst. And lilies that fester, rotting lilies, smell far worse than weeds. The smell is much worse. And I think in this we've got the image that a summer flower is sweet, but it's easily infected by an infection, and noxious weeds will do much better than it, and that the sweetest things turn sourest by their deeds, that the outward appearance does not necessarily correspond to to a person's worth or to a person's character, and in this maybe the Shakespeare is wondering about the fair youth, if he is impassive and has the power to hurt but does not, or doesn't do the obvious things, or who tempts others but himself is like stone, and he's very slow to meet temptation. But I don't think the youth is like that at all. I think he's been sleeping around with all sorts of people, and people who have outward beauty is a source of temptation. They either are not easily tempted, which is how the youth should be, but the youth is the contrast, and he is easily led into temptation. And okay, we have the flower that is sweet to the world around it. It looks beautiful, and it's self-contained. But a flower that's infected, this is the most offensive thing in the world. So this one's fairly complicated. Enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Sonnet 94 by William Shakespeare.